it was definitely real. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't have a reason to lie about anything I have done with anybody. I'm a bad bitch. Let me show you something. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Like body T. Bad to the bone. I'm like, no shade. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. I don't have to lie about any nigga that I laid with or slept with. In the beginning, it was fake. In the beginning, it was fake. It was fake. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna keep it all the way transparent. In the beginning, it was fake, but feelings got involved on my end. I'm not gonna lie, feelings did get involved. Feelings got involved. He got feelings involved. When it was time to let it go, I'm not gonna lie, he started talking to this boy named Jada Dunn, who was on Rashid. Y'all know Rashid's show, Jada Dunn. He started talking to Jada Dunn. When he started talking to Jada Dunn, this boy named Jada Dunn played with ALVO, made videos with ALVO. ALVO was like, he just wanted to be friends with me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm keeping it all the way 100. ALVO was like, he want to be friends with me. I said, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I said, if you want to be friends, then we can be friends. You sleep in the living room, and I sleep in my room. At that time, I didn't have no sofa. I didn't have a bed. I had a bed, but I didn't have no sofa. So if you slept in the living room, you would sleep on the floor. He did decide to sleep on the floor. I'm not gonna lie, he did decide to sleep on the floor. See, what ALVO was doing was he was manipulating me, and I tell y'all that all the time. He's a manipulator, and I don't care what nobody say. He's very manipulator. Like he know how to manipulate people's situations. He's the type of person is. You could tell him a sad story and tell him what you've been through. He'll flip it on you and put it on him and make it seem like, and he'll tell you a sad story so that you can feel sad for him too. And so when I was trying to move on and really move on with my life, one night, ALVO was on the phone. He was in the living room talking to Jada Dunn. He was on the phone talking to Jada Dunn, or whoever he was talking to. And I remember he just got off work and he was talking on the phone. I walked out my house. Cause I was finna go get me some, I was finna get me some. Cause baby, I ain't gonna lie, it was a while he didn't give me none. You know what I'm saying? We made it real that we're gonna be friends. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good. I don't need it no more, and I'm gonna go ahead about my business. So my folks called me and he was like, where you at? This when I had my own crisis. He was like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at home. He was like, can you come crack on your house? I said, no, I got people in my house, but I come to you. I'm not gonna lie. Soon I walked out my door. ALVO texted my phone and said, where you finna go? I said, I'm finna go with my folks. What's up? He said, so this how you gonna do me? I was like, but ALVO, you on the phone with a whole nother nigga. He said, no, I'm not. I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, but ALVO, yes, you was. I heard y'all conversation. That's what made me call. That's what made me, I ain't gonna lie. It hurt my feelings because I got a nigga in my house talking to a whole nother nigga in my house. And I'm sitting right here looking like, what the fuck wrong with me? And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got a whole nother nigga in my house. And this nigga up here talking to another nigga. So I ain't gonna lie. I called my nigga. And I asked the nigga, I said, where you at? He said, I'm at home. He was like, can I come up to your house? I said, I got people in my house, but I come to your house. When I left out my house, that's when he was like, oh, that's how you gonna do me, or that's how you treated me, or that's what you on. You finna let another nigga, blank you, and you supposed to be mine and all that. And so he even if he said it was fake on his end, he played a lot of parts to make it real. You get what I'm saying? He knew that he knew that in that time I was going through depression. He knew that I was going through shit in that time frame. So he knew how to play with my intelligence, and he knew as me being a good person, he knew how I was. And so he used that to his knowledge to make me feel like a bad person. Because if you never, you told me one time, and I'm not lying to y'all, he told me one time that he wanted to just be friends. And I said, cool. That's what I told him, sleep in the living room, and I sleep in my room. ALVO didn't want to sleep in the living room, so ALVO, he did what he had to do to come back and sleep in the room with me. We had sex 4 times, and I'm gonna keep it real. We did 4 times because I didn't care to have sex with him, and every time we had sex, I promise y'all, it was with condoms. I'm very protective. I don't do nothing without condoms. So every time we had sex, we had condoms. Every time. But I don't like the fact that he tried to play these pictures and make it seem like you never wanted me, but you wanted Shamar. Then that made people be like, oh, damn, what time he got going on? Why he want Shamar over time? Bitch, first of all, I'm a bad to bone. Like, I'm the baddest bitch in the world. I'm never worried about a nigga who somebody he wanted Shamar over me. Because at the end of the day, sweetheart, you was when I hit you up, you was a dusty ass nigga with a uniform shirt on. And you ain't even in school. Clock it. You was a dusty ass nigga with uniform outfits on, a white shirt button down that looked brown, and some khaki pants. When I picked you up, you looked at a bomb. You was a bomb. I helped you. I helped you. We didn't have sex in the first one of our relationship. We didn't. You got drunk one day. I got drunk one day, and we decided we want to do it. You told me to go get myself cleaned up. I went to the bathroom like a prop, like who I am, to clean myself up. I'm like, this man been living with me for a month. I'm keeping it all the way 100. I'm like, this man been living with me for a month, and he finally finna give me some. I ain't gonna lie, I went in there and cleaned up. He did fall asleep. He did fall asleep. And guess what? When he fell asleep, guess what? I fell asleep. So don't kick it to me like, oh, you didn't want to give it to me because you opened up that door to give it to me. I didn't rape you. I didn't grab you and put your clothes off. You wanted it to happen. You wanted it to happen because you needed somewhere to stay. And you thought you was going to use me. But guess what? I used you 10 times harder. Because I got the piece of the cake and I got the money. I had you paying all my rent. Had you paying all my incomes. I had you paying all my car notes. I had you paying all that. And you thought you was going to play with me. No, sweetheart. You wasn't going to play with me. So that was just a little situation of what we got going on. So, but I did appreciate him giving me my flowers. I did appreciate him, you know, saying, you know, he was proud of me and, you know, how I'm a good person. I really do appreciate you. And all I can say is, ALVO, I'm proud of you too. But you are a manipulator, and you know how to try to make a situation be only in your control. If you don't never want to be the villain. You always want to be the victim in situations like what you did to Shamar was fucked up. No matter what you say, no matter how you say it, what you did with him was fucked up. And I don't even like Shamar, and I'm gonna keep it 100. And I don't even dislike ALVO. But what you did to Shamar was fucked up. You came in Shamar's life, you introduced Shamar to all these people to scam him, fraud him, and take all his money. Got him in a legal action activity. You got him getting goddamn sued. You did some fucked up shit. All because you wanted clout. Now, I heard that he made $27,000. So I seen on Started Page, one of these bloggers, that he made $27,000. I'm trying to understand how the hell he made $27,000 and he's still homeless. Going from hotel to hotel. Can y'all answer that for me? I'm trying to understand how the hell he made $27,000 and he's still homeless. They said, girl, listen, I go off of what I see. Baby, 27. But listen, this is not Shamar you talking to. I know how to count. This not Shamar, baby girl. This not Shamar, okay? I know how to count. You ain't gotta phrase out the words to my some 2,700. No, I didn't say that. I said 27,000. I know what I said. I know what I said. Now, I don't know how true it is. I don't know if he was really making that much money, but I did see on bloggers that he made $27,000. And what I can say, because I'm not a hating ass bitch, is if he did make $27,000, good job. Good job if he made $27,000. But that's what I was told, that he made $27,000. And that the people want to know why you still homeless. The people want to know why you spend all that money on fashion and you ain't got no pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. The people want to know why you got all this fashion but you ain't got no car yet. The people want to know why you keep traveling from state to state, state to state, selling yourself on OnlyFans and fucking everybody on Twitter. That's what the people want to know. The people also want to know, I'm not going to say that one. You spend $400 on a pair of shoes, but you ain't spend $400 to get you an apartment. That's crazy. Well, we at? Run them lights up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for telling them to run the lights up. Make sure I hit them super chats. Let's get some super chats in here. Let me get some super chats in here. The people want to know where the money going, ALVO. The people want to know where the money is. Because they saying you got $27,000.